4 months.
It is the weekend. I'm riding with Daisy for the first time in like 4 months. And I have a big wheel on my back. This is Daisy's wheel because we're turning her e-bike back into an e-bike after a long time of it just being a normal bike. Something which I think is a terrible idea because I'm already struggling to keep up with her like this. I blame the big wheel. I'm not unfit, I swear.
Both a bit hungover, right?
We are both a little bit hungover.
I'm not turning it back into an e-bike because I'm wildly unfit, even though I am, but it's more because I'm gonna start commuting to work. So I figured, why not put it back? It makes total sense.
So I don't think this has been posted anywhere, but it's not common knowledge. Daisy works for Attacus, the cycling clothing brand run by our friends Jimmy and Emily. They have moved office. So it's a little bit closer to home and will make a brilliant bike commute for Daisy. Basically, it's a nice, fast, straight road, and with the e-bike set up, she's going to clear it in absolutely no time. So that's why we're putting it back together. On the way to the bike shop now, just to make sure it's all done correctly. I mean, I took it apart in the first place, but do I trust myself to put it back together? Do I even remember how to put it back together? No, of course not. Just getting the full service.
Oh, well, it's Daisy, obviously.
Can you see anything, Ian?
Absolutely not.
I honestly can't remember what we did when we took it apart.
Neither can I. Well, just make it up.
Let's make it up.
It only goes together one way.
Stick the battery back in and then hope Daisy's got it so fast she doesn't realise that it's not motorised.
Yeah, good plan, good plan. In fact, it would be preferable if you could not be able to do this, because I'm going to be suffering on the way home. I've got to carry her other wheel back home. No, wait, you can carry your wheel back home.
I could actually put it on turbo. Okay.
No, don't fall for that trick. Make him do some work. You tried to kill me a few days ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've never laughed more during a video edit than I did when I was putting together the eBay bike one. It's just ridiculous.
I honestly thought I was coming over just to, see the sprays and didn't have a helmet, didn't expect anything. Like.
The one ride you really do need a helmet for. So a quick rundown of how this actually works. There's basically a giant lightsaber tube which goes into the down tube of the bike. It literally is the whole length of the down tube. That plugs in to the handlebars and has a cable that runs into the back wheel.
There's 5 cables and I have no idea where any of them go. I assume. And there's only 2 cable holes over here. Plugs into the wheel. Something's going to plug into a charging port. So that's 2 gone. 2 of them are going to plug into there, meaning we've got 1 cable left we have to figure out what to do with.
And this is the wheel that you need for it to work, which has a hub in the middle which produces all the power. So once that's plugged in, it goes for ages. You can get about 100k hilly ride on it, but you can also extend the battery life by getting like a bottle cage extender. It's an e-bike motion system.
I found the last cable thing, but like it's really far down there. Do you think Daisy will notice if we don't plug that one in? Maybe that's just for like a reverse gear or something. That one goes in there. Just put anything that fits. Luckily they've made them all different sizes.
It's just Lego.
He's gonna get like an extra 7,000 watts here.
Purple!
That's the extra watt, 7,000 watts.
It's never been purple before.
I wish it was always purple. It's nice. I'm so glad I bought that fucking charger.
E-bike specialised now.
He's done it.
Specialist now. We're not doing e-bikes.
Everyone come in with your e-bikes, guys. Don't actually come in, that took 6 hours, so.
Get that e-bikes is definitely, it's a good thing. I mean, the demand for us, I'm gonna get my wife one, but just for us, the shop's too small to kind of service them, keep the spares.
It's weird parts, isn't it? Like the wheels are weird spacing, everything just doesn't fit together quite as
And if you
well.
employ people, like, you need special, well, loads of shops now getting hydraulic lifts to lift the bikes up, some of them weigh a ton. My biggest concern is longevity of the bikes, not of the trade. Like, it's going to carry on going, but every few months they bring out new technology, and this bike's outdated. Unfortunately, sorry, you need to get a new one. And when the batteries die,
Do they just get chucked in a landfill?
no, you can't do that. So you just pile them up in the corner of your shop until you figure out
Oh, I know where to put mine
what
now.
to do.
Whoa, 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 what's going on here?
Daisy needs every advantage she can get.
Get
She
those
says,
lovely Kneepex pliers away from my bike. You see, I planned this all along. It's uphill all the way home, so you carry the wheel.
Make sure, hammer him. So, like, full power.
Thank you so much for making Daisy even faster. suffering on the wheel, trying to stay in contact with this winning move. Nice non-aero shape Daisy is with that wheel on her back, but when it goes uphill, I'm struggling. So this afternoon didn't exactly go the way I planned. I sat on the sofa and then I lay down on the sofa and then I fell asleep. And now it's 6 p.m. I blame the e-bike. I was at threshold the whole way home.
Look at my trousers. Look at my trousers.
I have to be careful filming this way because there's something in this corner. That I can't put on film yet. Oh.
Have you made me for dinner?
Are you ready for the best Thai curry
Oh!
that you've ever eaten? It's supposed to be a Thai green curry, but it's kind of beige. So, e-bikes. I think it's fair to say we really like them. What a fantastic tool for someone who doesn't have that much time to ride with people who do have a lot of time to ride and both parties not having to compromise. I also reckon it's a brilliant solution to a lot of the transport problems that we have in cities. There are definitely concerns though. Is the technology going to keep getting better? I'm sure some people watching this will know a lot about batteries and how they work. So let us know in the comments. Is it the same sort of technology that's in a phone? So do batteries expire quite quickly? Basically, I think it solves a lot of problems and barriers that cycling does create, particularly if you live somewhere like here where it's hilly as cool and totally rideable if you're riding like 10 hours a week. But not everybody wants to do that. So I really do see e-bikes becoming a significant part of cycling in the future, and I think they've been embraced early by other places in the world. Like if you go to Europe, they're everywhere. So it'll be interesting to see if the UK adopts it in the same way. Thank you as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more cycling. Like and subscribe and all that, and see you guys soon.